Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jackie Peanuts here with PGstats, and I'm joined by Sean, who just pulled one of the biggest upsets here in top 128 at CEO 2022, the first stop on the inaugural Panda Cup. Hey, how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, just a huge win over Mars, a 3-2 win, going down to the last game, and honestly, I mean, you were only at 60%, but that feels like last hit against Zero Suit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like, if I get nared at any point, I can risk dying right now. Or like, an up air string, anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And so one of the big things that I want to talk about here, it's not like this was one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. We've seen some bigger upsets by our upset factor statistic. But the reason why I wanted to talk to you is because of this thing that you're holding right down here. You want to explain what you got there?
So, gotten a lot of flack for this, but a lot of good and bad, reactions to it. It's the Frame 1. It's a new kind of box type controller, a rectangle, if you will. I don't like that name, so I just call it a box. It's one of the newest competitors for the boxes out there. There's the Smash box, the original. There's the box made by Hacks, and then there's this one, the Frame 1. It's one of the newest ones. It's pretty good. It's like 3 times as tiny as the Smash box. It's pretty heavy, feel it. It's like a aluminum case.
Yeah, that was heavier than I expected. I wasn't sure. Looked like the Snackbox Micro, which is another option, which is much lighter than that. But yeah, that's really interesting. I've been playing on the Smashbox myself, so when I saw the camera cut on the stage show you playing on that thing, I was like, I need to talk to you immediately. So let's talk a little bit about what makes this control scheme so different. Like, it's very interesting to me because you can always get your Smash inputs, but there's a lot of things that are much harder, right? You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I got a story for you. Okay, so rewind to like last month. This is when I picked up the box. I'm still pretty new to it, but I've been practicing so much with it, getting better with it every day. But so a month ago, I was thinking about like Falcon's meta, and one of his biggest problems is that there's a clash between one of his biggest advantages and one of his biggest disadvantages. So you know about IDJ, right? IDJ combos?
Yeah, the instant double jump, of course.
So for Falcon, he has very good IDJ combos, and with top jump, it makes IDJ so much easier. The problem with top jump having it on is that when you try up being off stage, sometimes you'll accidentally double jump before doing that. And if you do that as Falcon, if you make that mistake, you just get destroyed sometimes. So for the longest time, I had top jump off on GC. I had top jump on, but there are several instances where it's happened to me, and I'm like, dude, it's not worth it. I'm turning top jump off. But so IDJ is one of Falcon's biggest strengths, and not being able to have that because it also leads to one of his greatest weaknesses was terrible. But when I was in Michigan, like I'm still traveling right now, and I think I was in Michigan or Chicago when I saw this guy playing Smashbox at a tournament. I'm like, hey, can I try that out? Because I have a theory about like, theoretically with the Smashbox, you can always up B without accidentally double jumping when you have top jump on. Because if you have the modifiers, you know about the modifiers.
Yeah, so let me explain for a second here. So one of the things about the box, I'll let him take it out real quick. One of the things that's confusing about the box is you might think with Smash, all right, so you've got your directions, right? You've got your directions, but how do you do anything in between there and the edge of the stick, right? So you got buttons on this thing. Which are the modifier buttons on here?
Modifiers are Mod X, Mod Y. Basically, they change the control stick to be limited to different thresholds, I guess.
Yeah, basically it's how you walk on a Smashbox.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other things too.
Yeah, so with that, I can always press the modifier button and never accidentally double jump when I'm up being. Little did I know that this process of switching to this controller was going to be so much harder than I expected. I picked this up a week before MomoCon, and I'm like, okay, if I work really hard, I'm going to be able to have it ready by MomoCon. And by the time it happened, I was like, dude, I don't even remember like the basic inputs right now. Like I don't remember where Z is, like, and stuff like that. And I was just like crushed because I spent a week practicing before a major at MomoCon, and by the time I came around for MomoCon, I was just rusty with GC, and I didn't want to play GC anymore because I wanted to play this. So after that, I was just like, I'm just gonna go all in and practice a lot with this. And I underestimated how much it takes to switch this thing, because this thing is like playing Smash on a piano or like playing Smash on a keyboard. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so you said it's been a little bit over a month since you switched?
It's been less than a month.
Okay, so that is absolutely wild to me. So take it from me. I've been learning this thing myself. It is really not that easy. Incredibly impressive stuff from Sean. We're going to let you go here. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and congratulations on the win over Mars.
Thank you.
All right, and thank you for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for more Panda Cup action.